Sometimes life doesn't teach us through struggle. It teaches us through quiet moments of clarity, and one small demonstration can change how we see everything. On a calm morning at Westbridge University, Professor Ethan Caldwell stepped into his lecture hall, carrying something unusual: a large, transparent glass container. His presence was gentle yet commanding, and the students sensed that today's lesson would be different. Without saying a word, Professor Caldwell placed the empty jar on the desk. From a box beneath the table, he took out several large stones, each solid and heavy. One by one, he placed them into the jar until there was no visible space left. Turning to the class, he asked softly, "Do you believe this jar is full?" Most students nodded confidently. It certainly looked complete. With a faint smile, the professor reached for another pouch, this one filled with small pebbles. He slowly poured them into the jar, giving it a slight shake. The pebbles slipped into the empty gaps between the stones, settling naturally. Again, he asked, "And now, is it full?" Some students hesitated, but many still believed it was. Professor Caldwell then revealed a third container filled with fine sand. As he poured it in, the sand flowed effortlessly, filling every remaining space the stones and pebbles had left behind. The jar now appeared undeniably packed. The room fell silent as the professor looked around thoughtfully. "Interesting," he said. "We often believe we understand fullness until we see what we've overlooked." The students leaned forward, sensing that this simple jar held a deeper meaning, one that mirrored something within their own lives. Professor Ethan Caldwell gently tapped the glass jar, drawing everyone's attention back to the table. "This jar," he said calmly, "represents your life." The large stones, he explained, symbolize the most essential pillars: your family, your health, meaningful relationships, inner peace, and the dreams that give your life direction. "Even if everything else disappears," he added, "as long as these remain, life still feels whole." He then pointed to the pebbles. These represented important but secondary things: careers, possessions, achievements, degrees, and social status. Valuable, yes, but not life-defining. Finally, he gestured toward the sand. "The sand," he said, "is all the small distractions. Endless scrolling, unnecessary worries. Habits that consume time but give little meaning." The professor paused before delivering the heart of the lesson. "If you fill your life with sand and pebbles first," he said, "there will be no room left for the stones. The same rule applies beyond this jar." Many students shifted uncomfortably, recognizing their own routines in his words. "Our time and energy are limited," Professor Caldwell continued. "If we spend them chasing minor things, we slowly push aside what truly matters. One day we wake up feeling busy, yet empty." He looked around the room, his voice steady and compassionate. "Always place your stones first. Protect them. Honor them. Because in the end, it's not how full your schedule was that matters. It's how meaningful your life felt." The lesson had moved beyond a classroom demonstration. It had become a quiet mirror, just as the class believed the lesson was complete. One student, Lucas Monroe, raised his hand. "Sir," he asked, "what about the water?" Professor Ethan Caldwell smiled warmly and lifted a mug filled with water. Slowly, he poured it into the jar. The water seeped through the sand, filling spaces no one realized were still empty. "The water," he said, "represents the small joys, laughter with friends, quiet moments of peace, shared coffee, simple gratitude." Continued, "No matter how busy life becomes, there is always room for joy if we place our priorities correctly. Life," he reminded them, "is not limitless. When distractions take over first, purpose gets crowded out. But when we honor what truly matters, family, health, love, and dreams, everything else finds its place naturally." "Life isn't about being constantly busy," he concluded softly. "It's about being deeply fulfilled." The room remained silent, but every heart felt lighter. Some lessons aren't found in books. They're hidden in moments just like this one. Carry this thought with you. And if you felt something in this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. It not only helps me stay motivated, but also spreads more stories that touch hearts and teach lessons.